Hello and welcome to Sustainable Prepping, your home for fear-free emergency preparedness and a sustainable life. My name is Brecky, and today I am taking you around my little homestead and showing you a bunch of the little projects that I'm getting done. One of the things I always say is that you have to do the things, and so today you're going to join me while I do the things. If you're new here, I want to say a great big welcome. I'm so glad you found my slice of the internet. If you're not new, I want to say welcome back. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon. And when you click it, click all. They don't always show you all my videos, even if you subscribe. So subscribe, like, and let me know that you want more fear-free emergency preparedness content. So today I have a ton of home-based projects that I got to get done to round out some preps that I've been working on. I've got some stuff like water storage, food storage, dehydration, little kitchen projects that just need to get done. So I got up super early. It's still dark out. It's not quite 6 a.m. here, and I'm gonna get the things done, try to get as much done before the kids get up and get moving as possible, and I'm gonna take you along with me for that. Let's get started. All right, the first main project is going to be taking this giant bag of shredded hash browns and putting them in my big Excalibur dehydrator. Like I've done in another video that I'll make sure gets linked above, you can take frozen vegetables, you can take frozen potatoes, and you can dehydrate them. Most vegetables need to be blanched if you use fresh, but when they freeze them, they blanch them for you. So this is a great way to take something that's still pretty inexpensive, to dehydrate it, make more space in your freezer for other more expensive things like meat and dairy and fruit that will just be better frozen. So I bought these, gosh, they were less than $5. I want to say it was like $3 for this giant bag of hash browns. They're not organic because they don't have organic hash browns at my local Walmart. That's okay. We're gonna get them dehydrated. Come on. Okay, so we still have a little bit left, just about that much left. That's not too much. So what I'll probably end up doing is making hash browns for breakfast this morning and just turning those into either hash browns or into little hash brown like fry cakes. I don't have the front of this. When we had that big shenanigans happen with the fire extinguisher, the front got thrown away because I assumed that this was broken. I haven't been able to figure out how to buy just the front. I haven't seen that for sale, so I need to contact Excalibur to see if I can just buy the front of this. But the great thing is this will still work. It just won't quite get as hot. The airflow will be a little bit different, but it will still work just fine. So I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna go ahead and get this going, and then I'm gonna move on to the next project. All right, so you guys are down in my slightly creepy basement as I do some water storage. I'll show you down here. I've got 3 5-gallon water jugs and 2 7-gallon water jugs, and I am going to be cleaning those, sanitizing those, filling those. Some of them are going to go into my fallout shelter, so they just live there, and then some are going to go on my regular water storage shelves. So come along. All right, since that's basically what it's gonna be, I will show you when I'm all finished, but I won't make you watch me fill all of them. Okay, I'm about halfway done, and you can hear my ridiculous washing machine. I've got the 3 5-gallon jugs finished. Now I'm gonna do the 2 7-gallon jugs and start moving things over into the fallout shelter space. All right, so I've got 3 jugs in here. I think I'll move another one of the 5 gallons in, but now I've got those in here, and I have another flat of water in the back of my van I gotta add. Once I add all of that in another 5-gallon jug, I'll have close to 30 gallons stored in here, and that will be enough for us for over a week, so that's good. All right, another thing that I forgot to film, but I'm showing you, my kitchen is a disaster, so I'm not taking you through everything. I've got 4 pounds of ground beef from the half of a cow that we purchased. We have a ton of ground beef left, so starting to really work through it because we need to get it eaten through the summer. I'm gonna be making a couple of lasagnas. I have a clergy friend, a Methodist minister in my town whose daughter died about 3 weeks ago, and it's Holy Week this week, so it's her busiest week of the year, so I'm gonna make her a lasagna, and I'll make my family lasagna, and then I'll make a couple shepherd's pies. So that's happening. And then over here are some plant starts. I actually got these from a local nursery that is a little family-owned nursery. This is their first big sale of the year. Some of these are gonna go out into the garden hopefully in the next day or two. I've got cabbage, I've got some cold weather cucumbers, broccoli, things like that. But these little tomatoes, I just am behind on getting all my seed starts. I'm actually gonna set up my grow lights. I just got them in the mail like 2 weeks ago, and I am gonna put these under some grow lights down in our basement for another week until the weather gets a little bit warmer, maybe 2 weeks, and let them grow a little bit more. So I've got seeds, plants here, and I've got beef here. And I've got coffee here. Okay, the dehydrator is a little bit loud, but I want to show you what I'm doing. I am putting together a crock pot full of some slightly freezer burned chicken bones that I've had in there just a little bit too long. I need to make some broth, and I'm gonna show you kind of what I do. I got my crock pot set up. My kitchen is not very big, and I got stuff all over the counters because I'm gonna make lasagna later. So I'm just throwing in the leftover chicken bones. I've got carrots that have been washed already. I've got some garlic. I'm not even gonna bother peeling it. I'm adding in a bit of oregano because I like that in my chicken broth. Some salt and a little dollop of apple cider vinegar. I need to go get an onion. Didn't grab one when I was downstairs. And then I gotta get some water. I'm gonna pour all that in here. I might add a few other veggies. I might add a few other spices. I'll probably add some pepper, maybe a little bit of red pepper flakes. I like to bring out that flavoring, and turmeric. And I'm just gonna let this cook down all day, probably through tomorrow, and then see if I can can it up later. So that's the next project. Okay, I just got another bit of water from the Berkey to fill this in. I still gotta go downstairs and grab an onion, but this is what it looks like. I don't have any celery or anything like that on hand, so I'm working with what I got, but this will cook down for at least 24 hours before I can it up. Well, I had thought about planting my peas, but not in the snow. Okay, it's been over an hour and I had a bit of a break. The babies are up and watching a show, and now I am going to be doing some getting things packaged in Mylar. I want to show you kind of what's going on here. Can you see what I got going on? All right, so I've got some 1 gallon Mylar bags. Let me bring it in a little bit closer so you can really see what's happening. And I have, those of you who saw my grocery haul the other day saw that I have got some 5-pound bags of jasmine rice, and then I've got some 1-pound bags of lentils, and I have some other beans that I may or may not add in, and I'm gonna start packaging these into Mylar. I'll throw in some oxygen absorbers and some sealing them up, so I'm taking you with me. All right, now we are on for part 2. I am going to be putting lentils into the 1 gallon Mylar, and then I will be moving them back there. You can kind of see where things are set up, where I have my oxygen absorbers and my hot iron, and that was where I'll be sealing all of these up. So I'll get this packaged up and get this project done. Some of the things that I have found is hardest about emergency preparedness is it's not necessarily acquiring the stuff, okay? You know, you can get rice and lentils still pretty cost effectively at your local grocery store. I made a mess. I should focus on what I'm doing, huh? But that, you know, really the hardest thing is making the time to do the things. Like making the time to get out the Mylar, get out your hot iron, or however you're gonna close it, get out the oxygen absorbers, make the mess to do the things. And especially when you have little kids you know, and you've got kid stuff happening all the time. You've got school projects, and you've got, you know, a little kid under your feet where you don't want to have all the mess out and have all the beans out because they're going to want to play in them. And you have, you know, big kids who often do homework at that table and have projects there, or little girls who are doing art. It's hard to make the time to do the projects. It's not hard to get the projects. It's not hard to store the projects. It's sometimes just really hard to find the time to do the things. And that's why it's important, you know, I did this video to hopefully inspire y'all to like just do the things. Even if you have to get up early, y'all, I got up at 5:30 this morning, which is earlier than I normally get up. Some of you who live on homesteads with animals, 5:30 is nothing. You're like, 5:30, psh. I actually woke up at 4:30 with one of the girls and then just never went back to sleep and decided to use it to my advantage. But you have to make the time to do the things. You have to make the time to get the mylar out and put the beans and rice away and label it, and you got to make the time to do the canning, and you got to make the time to plant the seeds, and you got to make the time to start the seeds and set up the grow lights. And for a lot of us in the convenience culture where we're so used to things happening and things being done for us, man, all these steps and making the time is really challenging. It's really challenging. So that's why I'm bringing you along, so you can see what I'm doing, how I do little bits of pieces at a time, and I don't do it perfectly. I spilled some of the lentils. So you don't have to be perfect, you just have to make progress, okay? You don't have to be perfect, you just have to make progress. Okay, so here we've got the lentils, these are the bags of lentils, and then the rice. These are in 2.5 gallon buckets. I got these actually to store like oats and beans and things in for my pantry, but I love using them for my smaller mylar bags. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that flat iron that's heating over there, and I'm gonna get all of these nice and sealed up. Hello folks, it is about 1 o'clock on my get stuff done day where I'm sort of taking you along on all my projects, and I crashed. I woke up at 4:30 this morning with one of the babies and didn't go back to sleep, so I then just got up at 5:30 and kept moving and grooving. I normally get up around 7, so it was a little bit early for me. We had a late night with the other baby who didn't go to sleep until after 11, so I was super tired, and at about 11:30 I just hit my wall. Decided to take a nap, meant to only have like a 30-minute power nap. Instead, I ended up having a really solid hour-long sleep, and then I spent 30 minutes checking my email, watching a little bit of Instagram, but I had a little bit of a recharge. Now I'm gonna go downstairs and see what else I can do. But I thought I should tell you that even on days when I'm getting all the things done, I've gotten 4 projects done already today and had time with the kids and played and had dance party with the girls, I still had time to recharge. It's not even really halfway through my day. So sometimes you gotta take those moments to have breaks. Don't think you have to be a robot and power through. Rest when you need to rest, and your body will take care of you.
Mama, come on. Hey, Mom. How are you? Happy? Oh, wait! Heavy! Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad.
Sometimes you just gotta stop and smell the roses. Or the shredded paper, as the case might be. Our church was having a spaghetti dinner to support the Humane Society. And we are experimenting with spaghetti noodles. We're gonna make something else later, but we wanted to support the church. Yeah, did you drop it? Okay, I'll get it and wash it off for you.
Mama, my fork.
There you go. Okay, so here is our setup. It's not ideal, y'all. It is redneck engineering in the finest, but I'm originally from Georgia. My family's from Alabama, so it is in my blood. We've got the rosemary, we've got the tomato plant back there, the blueberry plant, the other strawberry, bunch of the greens. Some of these, especially over here, are gonna go out as soon as the snow stops, and then the bell peppers are here. And we're gonna see how this works. Hopefully the bungee cords are okay. These are LED lights, so they shouldn't put off any heat. And this is how we're gonna do our mini grow station setup. All right, just wanna give you an update. I've done some tidying in here, and you guys gave me the suggestion of putting one of my shelving units, so I did. And I've got water here. I'm gonna add another one. I have another flat of water that will go there, but this is what it looks like now. All right, so as you guys can see, it is snowing. And this is why we didn't do any planting. I had planned to do a little bit of planting, but you know, with the snow, it's not really an option. You can see I have a messy backyard because we were outside a lot last week. It's supposed to be 70 on Tuesday. Today is Saturday, so I'll probably wait and plant Monday if it's warm enough, but definitely by Tuesday. So, yeah, snow in April in the mountains. All right, friends, we have reached the end of the day. I have clearly taken a shower and washed off my makeup. I'm here to be real with you, okay? This is what I've done. I was not perfect, y'all. I was making progress through small incremental steps. Did I get every single project I wanted to get done today done? No. I was hoping to package up the flour. I was hoping to make a bunch of lasagnas and things, and I didn't get to it. I just didn't get to it. I decided to play with the kids. I decided to go to a greenhouse. I decided to have a little bit of fun and some rest, and now I'm going to bed. One of the things I think is really important for preppers to remember is that you're not going to be perfect all at once, and you're not going to have it all together all at once. You have to take incremental steps. You have to have project days like today where you just get a bunch of little things done and you are satisfied with the progress. So comment down below and let me know, what projects are you working on? What steps are you taking to get more prepared and get things ready to rock and roll at your home or on your homestead? And of course, if you want to hang out with me, you can hang out in the comments here, but you can also in the description find me all my links to Instagram and our Facebook group. You can find the links to my little course, to my quick start inventory guide, to all the things, my freeze-dried stuff, all down in the description. I'd love to see you, hang out with you, chat with you, and hear what kind of projects you're working on. Please don't forget to like this video, and if you found it useful, send it to a friend. I hope you guys are all doing well, and until the next video, happy prepping. Now I'm going to bed.